This video is if you currently have your domain name that you're going to move over to InvestorCare. If you currently have it hosted at Hostgator, this is the video for you. So there's a couple different kind of unique circumstances. This is a unique circumstance. Most members come to us, they buy a domain name from a company like GoDaddy or something like that, and they don't currently have the domain name hosted with a hosting provider. So those are really quick and simple. You would just then update the CNAME records in GoDaddy or wherever the domain was purchased from. But if you've already pointed your DNS settings another time prior to joining InvestorCare to Hostgator, and you want to keep your Hostgator hosting account live for this domain for reasons like email, and that's probably the most common reason that people will want to keep their domain name settings with Hostgator, is they want to run their email through Hostgator, but they want their website to be hosted on our platform. Okay, so that's exactly what this video shows. So the first thing you're going to do, and I'm just going to assume that prior to all this happening, you already have your domain set up on Hostgator. So all we need to do now is we need to log into your cPanel, which is just your admin for your Hostgator account. Scroll down to this area that says Domains and click Advanced Domain DNS Zone Editor. Okay, it's Advanced DNS Zone Editor right there. And then what you're going to do is select the domain from the list of domains. I'm just going to go down here, select this one right here, Trademark Multifamily, and it's going to bring up this box with the information about this domain in it. So there's a couple different variables that could happen here, and I'm going to cover both of them. One variable is the first thing you're going to want to do is look through this area that says Zone File Records. Look through this, and what you're looking for is anything under the name that starts with www dot. Okay, if you already have a record under here that starts with www dot, like this one right here, you can see this one already says www dot and then the domain name. If you have one of those, all we have to do is first click edit, okay, and then we're just going to go click edit, and then you're going to be able to edit those settings. You can see I've already gone through here and edited these settings with the settings that you need in there for InvestorCare, but let's just assume that you didn't have one with the www in it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this right now, just for illustration's sake. And once again, if you already have a record under the name column that starts with www dot, what you're going to want to do right now is click the edit button under action. Okay, if you don't have something that already starts with www dot, what I'm going to show you right now is how to create one. But I'm deleting this one once again just for illustration purposes. So what I just now did, you do not have to do. So let's assume that you just logged in here, you chose your domain, you scroll down here under Zone File Records, you look under the name column, and there is no record that starts with www dot, which you can see there's not one here. This one is just a domain. This one says localhost, mail, FTP, and then just a domain name with some other things. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a record. Okay, so go ahead and type the name, and the name is www, and then space down to the next one. You'll see automatically it fills in your domain name right there, which is correct. And then TTL, all you have to do is just copy what's in here already for the other ones. Just do 14400. Those are the default settings. Under type, select CNAME. So select CNAME, and then the CNAME is exactly what's in here under this tutorial. So I'm assuming that you're on our tutorial page. If you're not, go to help.oncarrot.com and type in CNAME and find the tutorial called Using a Custom Domain Name. But what you're going to want to do is grab this URL right here under step 5 that says oncarrot.com. Okay, so that's what we're going to put here under CNAME. Do oncarrot.com, click Add Record, and now you're going to see that this added the records. You can see it says www dot, then your domain name. You can see it's a CNAME, and you can see it says oncarrot.com. So you're done over here with that first step in here. Okay, you've just completed this full first step. What you're going to want to do next is Hostgator automatically, as far as we've been able to tell, Hostgator automatically adds this redirect that we addressed in step 2. Okay, So this is a unique situation where I would say if you're on Hostgator, once again, which this tutorial is for, and you want to keep your hosting at Hostgator for email or whatever, skip step 2 right now until you do this next step I'm going to show you. So skip right over to step 3 in this tutorial, which is add your domain to your site options. So what you're going to do here is go ahead and log into your website, and I'm in our demo website. And once again, you can follow these written directions that are already in this tutorial. It's really simple. But follow that, go to settings, go to domain map. So once you click settings and domain mapping, this is what your screen is going to look like. It's just going to look right here. There's just going to be a box. So what you're going to want to do is type your domain in here with the www in front of it. So www.yourdomain, so trademarkmultifamily.com. And once again, make sure it's starting with the www. Check primary domain and click add. And now what you want to do is go ahead and test it out. Go to your domain name and see if it works. If for some reason it's not working, it may be an issue with your browser's cache, and that's just an issue with your computer browser looking up old information. And that's usually the issue when people say that their domain isn't working after they've set up their CNAME. Is it works on our end, but for some reason on their end, their computer is still looking at old information. If this is the case for you, you just need to delete the cache in your browser. So just go to Google. If you don't already know how to do it, go to Google to learn how to do it. Just type in how to delete cache and then whatever your browser is, Safari, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever, and there will be a good tutorial that'll show you how to do that. So that's really quickly how to do your CNAME inside of Hostgator. If you bought your domain somewhere and you want to keep your domain name settings pointed toward Hostgator for email or something like that, you just want your website to be put on our system. So once again, you log in, go to cPanel, go to domains, click Advanced DNS Zone Editor, select your domain from the list that you want to put on InvestorCarrot, and then look for, in this list under Zone Filed Records, look for one that already includes a www. Okay, if there is one that includes www, just go click Edit, and then you're just going to change this to oncarrot.com. Oncarrot.com. So whatever they had in there before, change to oncarrot.com and click Edit. Okay, that's it. If there is not one that includes the www, once again, we're just going to create one and follow the instructions I already talked about in this video to create that. If you have any questions, hit us up on email support@oncarrot.com or our live chat anytime. Thanks.